Hey mathematicians, today I want to talk to you about time. Now, I know you guys know how to tell time on a clock, and I know we've been learning about elapsed time, but today I want to teach you about a special trick that we can use to help us solve word problems involving time. So first, let's quickly review, what is elapsed time? So elapsed time is the amount of time that passes between one time and another. So it could be the time it takes to watch a movie. It could be the time it takes to cook your food or your dinner. It could be the time it takes to walk to school. Those are all types of elapsed time. That's when you would need to know elapsed time. So let's look at a couple of word problems because I want to talk to you about how to find elapsed time. So I have a word problem here. It says, Madison was in charge of cooking the turkey. She began cooking the turkey at 10:30 in the morning. She finished cooking at 11:27. How long did she cook the turkey for? So the first thing that we want to look at is we want to look at the information that we know. I know here that it says she began cooking the turkey at 10:35. So that's my start time. I'm going to go ahead and record this here. 10:35 is my start time. And it tells me that she finished cooking the turkey at 11:27. So that's my end time, right? That's the time she finished. So there's one piece of information that I need to find out, and that's going to be my elapsed time. How long did it take to cook the turkey? Okay? Well, today I want to teach you about the Z method. Okay? The Z method is actually really easy to use. Some people feel like it's hard. It might be hard. I think that it's an easy method for me to use. Okay? You first start with a Z. Go ahead and draw a big Z there. Now, right here at the top of the Z, this is going to be where you record your start time. So 10:35. And I'm going to go ahead and label that as start time. And yep, you guessed it. Right here at the end is where we're going to put our end time, 11:27. And I'm going to mark that one as well. Now, you want to know, how do I use this Z here to figure out the elapsed time? Well, that's easy. We use this Z to help us to sort it out. So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 10:35 and think, what do I need to add to 35 minutes to make it a friendly number? Well, I'm going to go ahead and add 5. Because if I add 5 minutes to 10:35, it's going to make it 10:40, and it's way easier for me to work with tens. Okay, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm going to see how many minutes I need to add to move my clock to the next hour. Okay, so I want to make it 11 o'clock down here. That's what I want to get to, so I need to add 20 minutes. Okay, now 11 o'clock can be written the same as 10:60. We can think about it that way, but we know that 60 minutes makes a new hour, so it's really 11 o'clock. So far I've added 5 minutes, and then I added 20 minutes. Now, I'm at 11 o'clock, and I need to get to 11:27, so all I have to do is add 27 minutes, right? That would put me at 11:27. So now here's the trick. To find the elapsed time, all we have to do is add those things together. So we could say that 20 plus 5 equals 25. And then I know that 27 could be written as 25 plus 2. So I can do 25 plus 25 equals 50 plus 2 equals 52 minutes. And that's my answer for the elapsed time. So let's do this again. Let's look at another problem. Here we have another problem. It says that Leslie and Leslie wanted to cook macaroni and cheese. They knew it would take 34 minutes to make. If they began making the macaroni and cheese at 11:10, what time will they finish? So here we go again. We're going to find our information. The first thing that I notice is that it says 34 minutes to make. That's the elapsed time, isn't it? It tells us how long it's going to take. It's going to take 34 minutes. Okay, so we know that. And then it also says that they began making the macaroni at 11:10. So that's my start time, right? 11:10. Okay, So what time will they finish? So this time I need to figure out what the end time is. So let's go ahead and draw our z out. Here's our z. Okay, I can go ahead and label my start time. I know that's 11:10. Okay, I can label it start. But you know what? I don't know. I know what my elapsed time is, but I don't know what my end time is. This is my question mark right here. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, but I do know how much time I'm adding. So what if I went ahead and I broke this into pieces? First, I could say this is 30 plus 4. Do you agree? So I could say 11:10 plus 30 minutes. Well, that makes it 11:40, right? It's pretty easy. 10, 20, 30, 40. So 11:40. Next, all I have to do is add 4 minutes. So 11:40 plus 4 minutes is 11:44. What's my end time? 11:44. I've added all my minutes. It was that easy. So guys, that's how you can use the Z method to help you solve elapsed time questions. All right, so let's look one more time. Here is a nice little chart for us. This is the Z method, or the Zoom message, we could say. So I wanted to go over really quickly and just review. The first part of the Z is where we put our start time, okay? Then the next step is that we add minutes until we get to a friendly 10. So for example, this one says you come into the classroom at 7:43 in the morning. Then you get to eat breakfast and work on reflex until 8:10. How long do you have until we start reading at 8:10? So if we look at it, we're at 7:43. I'm going to add 7 minutes to get to a friendly 10. That makes it 7:50. Then my next section, the middle part of the Z, I want to add up the minutes until I can get to the next hour. So for this instance, it's 7:50 plus 10 minutes. 10 minutes will get us to 8 o'clock, which we could also write as 7:60 just to help our brains make that transition. And then finally, the last part of our Z is we need to add however many minutes to get to our end time, and our end time was 8:10. That's what it told us in the problem. So to get from 8 o'clock to 8:10, all we have to do is add 10 minutes. Now, to find the elapsed time, which is what it asked us to find, we have to add these numbers all together. So 7 plus 10 plus 10, well, 10 plus 10, that equals 20, plus 7 equals 27 minutes, just like that. And now you know how to use the Zoom method or the Z method to solve elapsed time problems. Thank you.